sunny Blighty. Great British food's got so much to offer. We just don't know about it yet. So follow me on my trip. I'm going to be taking the best of British food as well as the international food. I'm going to make it for the halal palate. That's what I do. I'm the Great British Halal Chef. Guys, next dish I'm going to do is a nice, simple, quick dish. I love doing these quick dishes because it's the kind of things that you can do at home. You finish work, you're a bit late, you've got the kids, you want to make a good meal for the missus, but you don't have much time. This is the dish, and you cannot beat Chinese dish. I have my wok here. Now, so many different ways to do different kind of stir fries. I'm going to do a little beef stir fry, very quick, very simple. Few cheats that you guys can do at home, so we don't have to go through the long process, and it shouldn't take more than 15 minutes. It's a fantastic dish. So I'm doing beef stir fry. Try and get a good piece of beef, nice and tender. I've got a bit of ribeye steak. That's because we've got a steak restaurant, so I was managed to get some. If you can get a nice good piece of beef, if not, try and cut it very thin and very fine, so therefore it's a lot easier for you. Look at this nice bit of beef. I chopped it up already. It's around 350 grams, something like that. Nice big 350 grams of beef here. Now, I'm gonna put this on high. If we can get these things to go up high. You want a nice high heat. You wanna get that pan really, really hot. Don't use olive oil, okay? You wanna use cooking oil. If you're using cooking oil, if you really have a little bit of nut oil or sesame oil, you can use. If you're going to use sesame oil, it doesn't get as hot, kind of burns a lot quicker than your regular cooking oil. So I suggest use a bit cooking oil and add just a touch of sesame oil or peanut oil just for a bit of flavor. And it's a very, very simple dish. So I'm going to get some peppers out, a lot of rustling going on. Beautiful sweet peppers. I like to do this. There you go, we core it, it's done in a second there. You pull out the seeds from inside here and we chop. Get the end off, both sides, down the middle. All right, and again. And you take out the little white bits because they're a bit bitter. You want them out. Doesn't, kind of takes the sweetness away. Get rid of those. Take it from here. Now you can have it as chunky or as thick as you like. It's entirely up to you guys. It really doesn't matter. This is for you. You're cooking at home. This is not going to be the kind of restaurant quality that you want, but it's going to taste just as good. It doesn't need to be all the same. You're making a dish at home. If you want to make it pretty, if you want to make it look all the same, go ahead. It's entirely up to you. This is going to be a super healthy dish. Nice and quick, nice and fast. You don't want to be messing about. You want to get this dish ready, done, sat in front of the TV, watching a great film. What more can you ask for, really? Now, the pan is getting a bit hot. It's not yet ready. I'm going to take out the yellow one. There you go. I don't use the green one today. The reason why I didn't use the green one, purely because I've got green veg. All right, so you just want a bit of color. That's all you want, just a little bit of color in there. Again, pop it out the seeds. Nice and simple. Normally it's simple. Pop out the seeds like so. That's in the bin. And because you're doing this at home, you really don't have to worry too much about it. If you cook, like again, if you're cooking for guests and you want to make it a bit more fancy, you can cook them all the same and cut them all the same. Why bother? Really, why bother? If you're going to do that, go to a restaurant, let somebody else do it for you. You're doing it at home. It's cheap, very cheap. And you would not taste the difference between this and one that you get a takeaway. And you know you've got no additives in there. See, the pan here is now starting to smoke. Look at that. That is hot, hot, hot. I'm going to turn it down just a touch. And I'm going to add just a little bit of oil. I'm not going to add my sesame seed oil just yet. I'm going to add just a little bit of the frying oil. Simple frying, cooking oil or vegetable oil, whatever it is. Now, again, you can add any vegetables you want. I think I'm going to take an onion as well. Let me take a red onion. Everything's going to go in the wok. It's going to be a fast, quick, simple dish. And you can be done before you know it. And to that dish, I'm going to add some egg fried rice. But I'm going to show you how to do the egg fried rice in a nice, simple way. Now, I like the onions a bit chunkier, but you can have them sliced in. So I'm just going to slice them into 6. And to that, I'm going to put all of that inside there. All right. You want the onions in there. Get them cooked down first, like so. You're gonna get the peppers in there next. You've gotta love the smell of that. And then I'm gonna get garlic. Back of the knife, crush it down. As simple as that, look at that. That's all done now, ready for you. It's all crushed, it's all chopped. Just take off the skin. Don't want those bits. That's in there. Give it a good toss up. So this is my Oriental style rice, Chinese style rice if you want to call it that. It's a bit of mixture of everything that I'm going to be doing in there. Sweet corn in. Now, as you see, I haven't yet put the beef in, and that's the reason. That beef is going to cook very, very quick. Veg is going to take a bit longer. Mangetout, my friend, Mangetout, go straight in there. That's in there as well. Now, I'm looking for a bit of ginger, which I haven't taken out. But I'm going to put a bit of ginger in there. Now, I haven't added any salt, any pepper, that's all coming later on, which I'm going to show you. Now, quick peel of the ginger. Depends on how much you like the ginger, how much you put in. Again, entirely up to you. I love ginger. I really love ginger. Fresh ginger, much better than the powdered stuff. Powdered stuff is good if you're going to be doing curries and tagines and stuff like this. It's one of the simple dishes, and I really cannot stress it enough. People will spend a lot of money to be doing, to go on takeaways and getting stuff that you can cook at home in minutes. So, some finely sliced ginger. Again, I like a good ginger, like a lot of ginger in fact. That goes in there. Yeah. Now, because I've got in front of me some fish sauce, I'm going to add just a little bit. That takes it away from the Chinese side and moves it a bit more to the Thai side. But again, this is entirely up to you. If you don't like it, don't have to put it, but it does make a difference. It's one of those things that smells awful, but when you add it to food, it gives it that lovely flavor. And you just want to add a little swig. That's in there. All right. That's now cooking down. Then you want to add, and put the temperature up a bit. A little bit soy sauce in there. Now you're going to cook on high. To that I would add my sesame oil in there like this. Again, that gives it that sesame smoky taste that's kind of synonymous with the Chinese food. In there is your beef. And you're going to just fry that off. It's going to be fantastic. Over there. Quick dry up there. Mushrooms that I've got over here, you can add mushrooms if you want. Like I said, you can add the water chestnuts if you have them. You can add your bean sprouts if you have them, but it is entirely up to you. Now, once you've started cooking this down, really shouldn't take long. The beef's just got to brown nicely, and the temperature in that wok, if you get it on a high temperature, should cook that beautifully. This is the color you want in here. That's that kind of color. Look at that color. You're a vibrant amount of colors. The vegetables will be nice and crispy, nice and al dente, perfectly cooked. Can't want any more. So, to that, bit of pepper, just a little bit. A little bit of pepper in there. I know it's not normal, but I like to season everything. A little bit of salt, not too much because soy sauce is already salty. So you want to add a little bit of salt in there, just to bring out the flavor, just to enhance it. That's that. Once the meat is done, you can add your mushrooms. Now, once the meat is done and you've added your mushrooms, is the time when you can add your noodles. If you want to add noodles, you can buy the ready cooked ones, or you can add the dry ones and cook them. But then you want to add it to that. And that sauce is perfect. That's going to cook away. It's going to take a couple of minutes. The meat is starting to brown up. The flavor is in there. That ginger is in there. The garlic is in there. Now you see a lot of people, they put in the ginger and the garlic straight away. You can do if you like, but I find that if you put it in straight away, what happens is the ginger burns because the oil is very hot, and the garlic burns, and you get that burnt ginger and garlic taste. That's not what you want. You want high heat, but you want to put the vegetables in. So you put the harder vegetables, the ones that take a little bit longer first, and then you can add all the other stuff. And you're going to cook that down, and that is a very, very simple dish to do. I'm going to chop these mushrooms so when we're ready, they can go inside. Nice and sliced. That's all there. Now what I'm going to do is the most simple egg fried rice. In my cupboard, I have long grain rice, pre-cooked, ready-made. You don't even have to worry about it. These things, brilliant. You open it and you cook it down and you add your stuff. Right. I'm going to do it all in the same pan, so I'm going to take this out in a second as soon as that's cooked. Leave it to one side. And then you can do your egg fried rice and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Now I'm going to just try a bit, see if it's missing anything. That's not bad, that's good. What it does need, just another little bit of garlic I think. I was missing just a little bit of garlic. So that garlic in there, you don't even have to chop it. And that just like this. Crush it, take off the skin, and you're good to go. Just needs a touch of garlic in there. A little bit of sesame oil, a little bit more. Just add that flavour of that orient. Oh, that's good. That is good. I'm really, really hungry. I can't wait to have this dish. So, that's it, really. That's pretty much it. The beef is cooked nicely. You don't want it overcooked. The more you cook it, the tougher it will be. You're going to cook it nicely. It's going to be fantastic. You've got a bit of sauce in there, which is always great. We love to have some sauce when we're doing Chinese food. We really do. If you wanted to, you could add some of the kaffir lime leaves, which you give it, again, you take it over to the Thai side. You can have a little bit of lemongrass if you wanted to. Again, you can move it to the Thai side. This is just a bit of a fusion. Simple, simple stir fry. That's ready. And I'm going to put it on a plate right now. Bring this plate over here. Oh, I didn't put the mushrooms yet. Let's go back and put some mushrooms in. Mushrooms will not take long. They'll cook very simply. Nice and easily here. Just literally, you want just a few seconds. You don't want to overcook the mushrooms. You don't want to overcook any of the veg. Look at that, it's perfect. Still crunchy. Beautiful. Everyone's looking at me like they're really hungry now. I don't know why, but they're looking really hungry. This is a great dish. Honestly, this whole dish is going to cost you around about £6-7 maybe maximum, and you could easily feed 4. Easily. Nice and hot. You got that sauce that's in there. If you can get in there, look at the camera. Look at that. That lovely sauce that's in there. That goes well with everything. Let's cook those mushrooms just another minute or so while I get the stuff ready for the next dish. So, doobie-doobie-doo, where are you? Eggs. We're gonna have 1, 2, 3. I think 3 eggs should be enough. I'm gonna keep these eggs just over here, like that. That is perfect, absolutely perfect. Just before I take it out of the pan, what I'm going to do actually, I'm going to take this bit of ginger and I'm going to have that crispy sharpness of that fresh ginger. And you want it nicely finely sliced, very finely sliced. And then it's going to go in and the food's going to come out. And it's ready. I love ginger. I really love ginger. If I'm having sushi or something, I always have that pickled ginger. It is wonderful. It's very good for you as well. So, ready, colourful, beautiful, straight on there. All that sauce that's there. And this is how it should be eaten. Right. Look at that. Beautiful. Now, that's going to not, honestly, to do the rice is not going to take long at all. I'm going to move this dish. Look at that steam right over there in front of you. That is wonderful. So to this, I'm going to add just, again, a little touch of oil in here. Okay, just a little bit, not too much. I will take a little bit of onion, not much. I just want just a touch of onion. Just under half. Don't need much, we can save that one for later. Top and tail it, peel it quickly. without trying to overburn the oil. Nicely diced. Nicely diced like that. Nice, hot, in there, bosh, done. Give that a good toss up. Turn down the heat because that's very high. I'm going to put a clove of garlic, but I'm going to put a very small clove. All right. I'm not going to crush it. I'm just going to peel it. You don't want it too much. You don't want it overpowering. So you're just going to peel it from here. It goes inside. Take it off the heat. I'm going to add my packet rice. Comes off the heat there. I'm going to add my packet rice to it. Nice and simply. Bosh, in there. Done. Nice wooden spoon. For this much rice, actually, I'm going to use 2 eggs. I normally use 1 egg per person, and this is enough rice for 2. That's in there, perfectly done. Now these rice, you should really kind of squish it up in the pan, and it goes back on the heat just for a second. Now the rice is cooked, but you just want to warm it up. You just want to separate it nicely. Keep it nice and warm. Now that's going to pick up all the flavor that is left in there, like that. Again, I'm going to use just a touch of the sesame oil just to loosen it up. Just another drizzle. There. Once it starts popping, turn it off. Okay, that will turn off like that. You don't want it sticking to the pan. Just as soon as you hear it popping, you know then that rice is going to be ready. Egg. 1 in there. 2 in there. You don't want the shell in there. Work it, work it, work it, work it. Don't want to lose any. Goes in there. And that is your egg fried rice. Very simply done. If you want to add more egg, you can do. I like it quite eggy, so it's got in there perfectly done. That is a perfect egg fried rice. Couldn't ask for any more than that. But what I'm going to do just to finish that off, you don't want scrambled eggs, so make sure you get all the eggs from the bottom, and you want each piece of rice has got to be coated. You're going to keep that pan is still hot, so you don't need any more heat on that. You're just going to wait till the egg is nicely cooked. And just before we serve, that is good. So the egg all the rice should be already salted, but what I'm going to do, just add just a drop, not much, just a drop of soy sauce, like that. You move that around. You see it just starting to change color. There, my quick and simple egg fried rice. That is there, perfect. Now you dish this up, get another bowl, perfect here. Dish this up, egg fried rice goes inside. That is my very quick, simple, easy stir fry and egg fried rice. Take a bit of coriander from just on there like that. Very simple beef stir fry and egg fried rice. Enjoy.